So, guys, like I always say, nothing can ever be hidden under the sun forever. No matter how hard you try to hide it, especially when it's evil, it must surely come out. You won't believe that some forgeries has just been exposed by the IPOB. Well, welcome to this YouTube channel. In case you are new to this YouTube channel, in this channel we'll bring you everything you need to know about Nnamdi Kanu. So if you haven't subscribed, I'll urge you to hit the subscribe bell below. So after Nnamdi Kanu's last trial, IPOB came out recently and have exposed the forgeries the fourth witness have been carrying out in court against Nnamdi Kanu, and you won't believe these particular statements. Without wasting much of your time, for clarity's sake, I'll be putting out the message the IPOB sent to the whole world to see and what the fourth witness have been doing in court. Because when we say that Nnamdi Kanu have been enduring torture in the DSS custody and in the hands of the federal government, many people think that we are joking here. And in case you don't know who the fourth witness is, the fourth witness is a DSS agent who was brought to court to come and testify wrongly against Nnamdi Kanu. One of the things he testified was that Nnamdi Kanu sent him to kill over 2,000 people, but he succeeded in killing just 30. Without wasting much of your time, listen to what the IPOB had to say about this particular trial that was postponed to the 18th of July next month. Press statements. The press statement was quoted: Nnamdi Kanu's trial, a government conspiracy built on lies, fabrication, and media misinformation. Dated 20th of June 2025. The world must take urgent and critical notice of the ongoing sham trial of our irrepressible leader and savior of our time, Nnamdi Kanu, before Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court, Abuja. Yesterday, the 19th of June 2025, marks a pivotal moment in a case that has from inception been sustained by a toxic cocktail of deceits, media manipulation, evidentiary fraud, and calculated campaign to criminalize self-determination. Following the conclusion of cross-examination, the prosecution, led by Chief Awomolo SAN, has closed its case. In case you don't know who Awomolo is, Awomolo, the Yoruba man, is the son representing the federal government led by Bola and Tinubu in the Federal High Court. In response, the defense team, led by eminent Chief Kanu Agabi SAN, indicated his readiness to file a no-case submission, citing the total failure of the prosecution to establish any shred of evidence linking Nnamdi Kanu to any offense known to law, much less to terrorism. As a result, Justice Omotosho has adjourned the case to 18 July 2025 for the adoption of final written addresses. But let it be stated with absolute clarity, what transpired in court yesterday was not merely a defeat for the government. It is a full-blown indictment of the Nigerian state's reckless abuse of the judicial process. Despite the courtroom being governed by the restrictive reporting rules, it is a matter of public record that the last prosecution witness, PW5 EEE, a supposed intelligence officer, collapsed under the weight of cross-examination by the very excellent Dr. Onyechi Ikpeazu SAN. The witness was evasive, contradictory, and pathetically unprepared. So damning was his performance that even the prosecution's led counsel, Awomolo SAN, had to caution him in open courts. Justice Omotosho was visibly exasperated and at several points compelled the witness to answer basic yes or no questions he was deliberately evading. Now you can see the games the IPOB is unveiling to the public, because the witness they brought to court couldn't even answer the basic questions that was presented to him, meaning he was paid to come and testify wrongly against Nnamdi Kanu in court. Let's continue. The government's last gasp efforts at propping up this collapse case was a laughable attempt to blame Nnamdi Kanu for the NSAS protests, a grassroots youth-led movement that began in Ughelli, Delta States. In case you weren't aware of what the witness said in court in the last trial, the witness told the court that Nnamdi Kanu started the NSAS protests. Can you imagine the blatant lie that was told in court in front of Justice Omotosho? Let's continue. According to PW5 EEE, the nationwide protest against police brutality was incited by Kanu's broadcasts, and the government now claims absurdly that he was its mastermind. The witness was telling the courts that Nnamdi Kanu was the mastermind of the NSAS protests. Did the NSAS protests begin in Igbo land? Can you imagine the lies that are telling the court against Nnamdi Kanu? Let's continue. This desperate narrative is not just intellectually bankrupt, it is morally obscene. Among the disturbing revelations in court yesterday, this was what the IPOB leaked to the public and the world. 1. No evidence of the so-called 200 security operatives allegedly killed in the southeast was presented. No names, no ranks, no stations, no death certificates. Not a single human being was tied to Nnamdi Kanu. Yet, these phantom claims continues to dominate media headlines, dutifully amplified by government-fed platforms masquerading as journalism. 2. The assessment reports purportedly tying IPOB to security breaches was not even produced in 2020 when these incidents supposedly happened. It was fabricated only this month, June 2025, a staggering admission of falsification that should provoke outrage from every decent human being. 3. The autopsy reports and coroner's certificates were unsigned, unverifiable, and riddled with forgeries. The unnamed person who discovered these phantom bodies were conveniently absent from the entire prosecution case. This is not law, it is fiction. We are forced to ask, why has the Nigerian press continued to ignore these courtroom bombshells? Why are media houses quick to punish every accusation made by the DSS or the prosecution, yet remain mute when those very accusations crumble under scrutiny in open courts? This is the IPOB questioning the media why they don't bring the DSS scrutiny to public. Because when the witness they bring to court fumble, they hide it under the media. But anything that has to do with Nnamdi Kanu in a negative way, they bring it out. You can clearly see the treatment that are given to Nnamdi Kanu. Let's continue. The answer is simple. There is a concerted effort to shield the public from the truth. But the Nigerian public is not helpless. The full proceedings of this trial, including witness testimonies, cross-examinations, and exhibits, are matters of public record. We encourage every Nigerian and members of the international community to file applications for certified true copies of daily proceedings and see for themselves the shocking collapse of the government's case. Nnamdi Kanu is a man of peace. He is not on trial for violence. He is on trial for daring to speak truth to power and for demanding justice for a long-oppressed people. The government's case against him is not just weak. It is a monument to state-sponsored falsehood. History will record those who stood by while injustice was clothed in the garments of legality. It will also remember those who rose to expose it. The truth is no longer hidden. The records are public. Seek them, read them, share them, and let the world see what is being done in your name. This was the message sent to the whole world by the IPOB. Well, at this point, I'd like you guys to tell me what you feel about this particular message in the comment section below. What do you think about the forgeries exposed by the IPOB to the whole world? Tell me what you feel in the comment section below. Do well to like this video, share this video most importantly, and hit the subscribe button so you won't be missing any trending updates about Nnamdi Kanu.